We see it. The Trump thing from today was hilarious. I mean, we had a little discussion on text about it before the show. Trump had the president of South Africa, Cyril, what's his name?
Cyril Prudhomme or something. What's his name? Cyril Ramaphosa.
Not gonna be president for very long.
Ramaphosa,
yes.
ANC guy.
Ramaphosa,
I think.
Yeah. And he's been talking about his big upcoming trip to America. They're going to discuss the economy and trade between the countries, and it's going to be great. And meanwhile, everyone has been fixated on these refugees, South African refugees that have come over to America to get away from the, people have called it genocide. Some people say it doesn't qualify as genocide. I think that's pure semantics.
Yeah.
They are being murdered, and they need refuge from that, and bringing them here seems like a good idea. They seem like a good fit for the United States of America. So when he gets there and they do that sit down with the president and the media's all around him, Trump fucking pulls something that I think it's fucking savage.
The balls.
It's savage.
The balls on this guy.
Yep.
We're starting with this whiteness. We're cutting the throat of whiteness in Ghana. Shoot to kill. Gamanza. Kill the brewer. The farmer. Kill the brewer. The farmer.
Look at the delegates giggling in the foreground.
Yeah. They won't look. Kill the boer. Shoot the farmer.
But we're starting
for Trump to pull that out, and it went on a while. It was a bunch of clips.
It was like a 2-minute video at least.
Yeah, that's a long 2 minutes if you're the South African president sitting there. And then Trump had a stack of papers where each one was an instance of a white family being murdered or a white farmer being murdered, and he just hands it to him. And the media's there. This is unprecedented in the annals of politics, of American leadership confronting another country's leadership in front of everyone. That transparency, shit like that, I assure you, happened behind closed doors for the entirety of this country. I'm certain of it. But to do it in front of the world like that is just that Trump balls that I loved it. Gavin pointed out a few inconsistencies and things that might not have.
Well, it's a lot of semantics. Like Julius Malema is the head of the Communist Party. He was singing Shoot the Boer. The president of South Africa is ANC, but Trump wasn't saying you said this. He was saying this happens in your country, and
this is happening in your country.
Yeah, and he didn't just use Julius. He used that other guy who was talking about, you kill one of us, we'll kill 5 of you. We'll kill your babies. Yeah. That happened in your country. So at least we're proving that there are whites being murdered. And you know, one of the weirdest parts about that video, he shows all those white crosses, which is like hundreds and hundreds of dead farmers. And then Cyril goes, where was that? I've never seen that before. Like, you and I have probably seen those white crosses and that big convoy. How many times have you seen that? You've seen it, right, Sean? Yeah. I must have seen it 100 times.
Any thread about South African genocide against whites, that comes up.
And the defense from the left is, no, they have a crime problem. And yes, that does affect whites, but it affects mostly blacks. And you're like, no, that's also a thing. But whites, as we just heard in the song, are specifically targeted. Isn't that what a genocide is? When you identify a group and then you go out and focus primarily on that group.
Yeah. That's genocide. You want them gone from your country.
They're not killing black farmers.
Specific group gone. No, they're not killing black farmers. Black farmers might kill black farmers to rob them, hence the crime problem, which I don't doubt happens, but it's not under the genocide. They're not trying to get rid of black farmers
Right, yeah.
and wipe them out and eliminate them. But the white ones, of course, I saw the excuses that are coming up from mainstream media and these liberal usual suspect douchebags on Twitter. One guy, he posted, Trump is such an idiot. He thinks those are graves of white farmers.
Nope.
Alongside the road. It's like, no, they didn't bury them all on the side of a road. Each cross represents a killing, a dead white farmer. So, like, what a weak, everything they have is weak.
It's just not true. Can it be just true?
Genocide.
Why can't an allegation be true?
Yeah.
It's
Trump
always
said it.
Bullshit.
They're fighting against helping these people. It's what I said earlier. No matter what it is, they have to take the opposite stance, no matter how heinous it is. This guy raped girls. He murdered people. He's a drug dealer. We need him back here in this country because Trump wants him out of the country.
And justice.
Well,
and then they have excuses like, well, because we understand rule of law and justice,
yes,
and we can't just be deporting random people. And we're like, we're not random people. They rape kids. And they go, well, they're human beings. And I'm like, not really.
Barely, maybe, biologically.
Yeah. I mean, when you do shit worse than an animal, aren't you below an animal?
Yeah. Humanoid. They have the features of a human, but like on Star Trek.
Right, yeah.
Oh, the planet is inhabited by humanoids. Well, they're not humans, so we can do whatever the fuck we want.
On our planet, we traffic children and rape them in their ass. Oh, I don't like that. That's not not part of the Starship Enterprise's
a member of the Federation. They are terrible, terrible people. Yeah. So they always have to take that opposing stance, and they want to sound so passionate about it. And the only cover they have is this aged parchment that is the Constitution. And they think that protects them against the horror of what they're actually doing. And Trump is using, he's well within the Constitution to do what he is doing, clearing out illegals and taking priority on the murderers and rapists that are here illegally, don't have to be here. Another person doesn't have to die at the hands of these people if we get rid of them the way the law says we are allowed to. And they will bend and twist the Constitution, have activist judges make decisions to prevent these people from leaving this country. Fucking awful.
And I really think the roots are, these 5 groups vote blue, so they're encased in gold. This one group doesn't and is a threat to the DNC. So I'm going to train these to go after this one group at all costs. So Israel is at war with Palestine, with Hamas. Everyone go against this group because it's kind of like white males. So you have these Columbia students burning their diplomas and screaming. They have no interest in Middle Eastern politics or Sudan and all of the wars going on, Muslim wars all over the world. Couldn't care less. But in this case, there's a white guy involved, so they hate him. White farmers, they can go fuck themselves. And I used to think it was just spite based on daddy issues because they feel bad about themselves because they're such fucking disgusting losers and they feel like their dad is ashamed of them. And I'm sure that's still a factor, but
Anthony Cumia and Gavin McGinnis talking about Trump meeting the South African president. I saw some of that and it was hilarious. I saw that part where like the South African president brought those white people to be like, it's not bad there, and then they were like, yeah, some of our people were killed that were farmers. It's like kind of proving Trump's point and stuff like that. So so Cumia, by the way, next week going to be filling in for Bill O'Reilly. So I don't know on the whole week, so I don't know how that's going to affect his compound show. He's probably just not going to do it because, I mean, how many shows a day can this man possibly do? So, yeah, like I said, I do predict that with the success Cumia is having on WABC, like this time next year, he's probably just going to be doing that full time. And then maybe he'll just be doing the once a week thing with Gavin, like he is now, just every Wednesday pop on with Gavin. So that's what I'm predicting. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments.